Congratulations! You've just been promoted. Hi, I'm Daniel McCrane. I help people get ready to take over key roles in their business. Today, I'm going to ask you, what would you do in your first 100 days as a new manager? I'll get to that in just a moment. Now, if you like this video, you can opt in to get the whole series that I created on advice for new managers delivered directly to your inbox. You can just follow that link and you can opt in down below. All right, so let's get into this. I'm going to ask you, what would you do in the first 100 days as a new manager? And I'm going to give you my suggestions too. But I'd love to hear from you. If you're watching this video and maybe you've been a leader, been a manager for a while, I'd love to hear your comments about what you do during the first 100 days. If you've been in that position before and didn't do it, didn't follow through on any kind of a plan, what have you learned now in retrospect? What would you do in your first 100 days? What would you do differently? How would you come up with a plan? I'd love to hear from anyone who has been in that situation before. Let's all learn from this together. And for those of you who are about to enter the first 100 days in your new role, what are you doing now? What are you planning to do as you're getting ready? All right, so let me share some of my ideas with you. I've gathered some of these ideas from other friends of mine. I've done focus groups. This comes from years of my experience and collecting leadership ideas from all over the place. And here are some things that I have put together that I've gathered from other thought leaders as well of what you should do during the first 100 days. One of the most important things you can do is to meet with other people. Meet with as many people as you can. Of course, obviously meet with your direct team that you're going to be supervising. You want to meet with everyone on that team. You should definitely have several meetings with your direct supervisor as well. And you'll want to meet with those who are your new peers now as well, other managers in your department who have the same level as you, maybe managers in other departments. Your team might do their work and pass it off to a different department. So it'd be good to meet with the manager of those other teams and those other departments too. You'll want to meet with your boss's boss. And here's one thing that I see a lot of people overlooking. It would still be a good idea for you to have a meeting or two with your old boss just to help get some insight with that transition. They can help you ease the path, ease the transition into the new role. In all of these meetings, it's going to be very important that you take time to listen. Listen very carefully to what they're telling you. They are giving you the keys to be successful. Make sure you're taking valuable notes about what they're telling you. The more you can write down, the easier this will be. I guarantee that 24 hours, a week after that meeting, whatever the time frame is, you'll remember probably only 10% of what you're told. Observe people too. When you go into project meetings or group meetings, when you're meeting as a team of your peers, when you're going into management meetings, observe the behavior and the dynamics. Observe the relationships between everyone who's there in that room. You'll learn a lot from that also. And be curious. Be very curious about what's going on. You're new there. People will cut you some slack. It's a good idea, and it's okay to say, why is that? Why do we do things that way? Find out if you can. How did we get to where we are? What have we done in the past? Ask questions about where are we going? What do we hope to get done in the future? What's our vision? What's our strategy? It's okay to be curious about those things and learn. Soak it all in. Listen, take it all in. Here's another important point too. Listen to the voice of the system. There's always a system that's taking place. Even if there isn't any kind of a physical system, such as computer systems, or like in a manufacturing plant where there are processes and systems in place. But there's always some kind of a system in place. There's always a hierarchy of the people. There's a pecking order. There's a set of expectations that are always going on. And listen to that system. See if you can pick up on it and find out what are those underlying expectations that no one talks about, but everyone is supposed to know. Those are some things that you can do during your first 100 days. I've put together a blueprint to get you through the first 100 days on the job. It's your first 100 days blueprint. It's actually broken into 3 different blueprints that cover what you should do during your first 30 days on the job, your first 60 days, and then the 90 to 100 days on the job. And each of these blueprint books lays out exactly what you should do in each of those 30-day blocks. There are some things you should do right away when you first get started. So there are some things you should do as you build on what you learn during your transition. And then there's some things that you should do to solidify and anchor some of the things that you're learning, which will carry you forward into the rest of your career in this role that you're taking over right now. You can find these blueprints at www.yourfirst100daysblueprint.com. And you can find out more information about the blueprints there. What these blueprints mean to you is that you will never wonder what to do day to day as you begin to take over the new team, work with new people, and begin to establish your own credibility and your own confidence in this new role. I'll invite you again, ask any questions that you have about your first 100 days blueprint, ask any questions you have about taking over a new role, or you can leave comments below this video. I read each and every comment that's left on my videos. And also remember, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and click the bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. And don't forget, you can also opt in to have the whole series, Advice for New Managers, delivered directly to your inbox. Well, I will see you in the next video, how to plan your first 100 days to your success.